what I want to talk about is like my concern when they were younger and still right now. It's their financial intelligence. We all know what IQ, right? We all think it's important. We all know EQ. Now people start recognizing EQ is important for their success, for their leadership, right? And what people don't think anymore about is, which I think is extremely important, at least for a person, especially in today's world, right? There's so many kids after graduating from college. Where do they go? Right? Home. Because the rent is too expensive, they don't know how to manage it. Or, it's hard for them to think about find a job right away. Even if they find a job, they feel the job is not paying enough for them to even get a good apartment. So staying with their parents in their parents' house seems to be a good choice, right? So as a parent, what do you think? You don't have a choice, right? Then you don't want that to happen. If they have a choice, they want to stay with us, of course we're welcome, right? But you want them to by their choice, not being forced to do so. And given that, you want them to save more money, right? So important for the parents to start right now, so as early as possible, because what my thought is, it takes time. It's a good intuition. And especially when they're younger, if you instill the right message into their behavior, into their thoughts, when they grow up, do you need to worry about it? No, you don't need to worry about anything. You know they're going to be fine because they're going to make the right decision. So start with this question in mind. There's 26 questions on the green sheets. And I want you to just mark yourself where you are, not your kid at this point, where you are. Intuitively, we have very limited time, pretty much 2 seconds per question. Don't think too hard, mark because I want this to be intuitive. I have clients who come to me saying of one of her needs started about $60,000. And then within a month, and she came to her saying, okay, where can I make more money? And then she asked her, where the money went? You got discount $60,000 from me. She's like, oh, I bought a car for my boyfriend. It happens. She was only 19. Start the book. So more about, okay, what I can do to tell my kids about everything I want them to know. It's more with that purpose. Right? And then once we started, as we go, and as I talk to my clients more, we just feel the urgency. Like we really need to get these kids to understand what money really means, right? It's not the whole world, but you got to know how to manage and make the right judgment. Financial intelligence to me is all about making that right decision at that right moment. Nothing else. But to get to that right decision takes years of accumulation of knowledge, experience, and habit. And that's what I feel the most important and hard thing is a habit. Right? You can make one right decision in the right moment, but you have a habit of making the right judgment, then pretty much your kid's life is set. You don't need to worry about it. Just think about the IQ education we do, right? We let kids learn this, learn that, go out to different learning centers, get cute tutors, study for school and everything, right? And nowadays, EQ is important. We get them to do like all kinds of activities all over the place. Try to get them, more rounded person, right? But do you talk to your kids more like anytime about money or often, like on a regular basis? That's very good, right? I heard this story, and that was kind of give me a great reminder of what would have happened, right? Which due to the overall growth of the kids. That's how I see it, right? Now, looking at the school, you think send kids to the right school, the private school, or the best school in the area, and that's good enough. It is perhaps good enough in some aspect, right? Because the school does have, like Alicia mentioned, have about financial matters. My kids went through that. It's like online course for 5 weeks, right? After that, if I ask them for any of this matter, oh yes, I think I saw that word before. And that's pretty much they retain. Because, you know, school try to do something. There are only so much they can do, right? Because they have other things they need to jam through it. Just like I mentioned, the IQs, the EQs, need to all come into, you know, priority than the FQ. So who's going to take charge on that aspect? You, right? As parents, and you need to make up that void that school has not doing much today.